Okay, it says it's streaming. Alright. So okay. Sounds okay. Now I made this DIY tripod thingy. Make sure that I can draw. Oh, there you go. Sounds okay. I'm gonna mute it. Can I focus? Zoom it a little bit in. Okay. Alright, cool. So I'm going to draw something. This is my first time in live. Let's change the information. Alright, I've changed it. And one person is viewing. Anywho, so the task that I was assigned with basically making concept art of a star character. The star will be a Bethlehem type of star, and the face will be Jesus Christ. Okay, like it sounds a little bit weird, but it's for like a channel for the kids. Regardless, I'm just going to like start drawing few concepts. So let's start with like the first one that I think I can see myself here. It's basically something like that. It just goes just the shape of it. First I'm just going to draw some shapes, and I guess you guys cannot see that well. Let me just try. Okay, bear with me because this is my first time doing live, so there were mistakes. Don't hate me for that. So this is the star. So basically what I have to do, there's like a few other wings as well. Here, I guess in here, and here as well. So it's the basic shape. So you have to make sure there's like an eyes for the character, and like mouth and whatnot, and like because it's Jesus. So basically what I'm going to do is add a little bit of mustache and a beard. Now the divineness is within the eyebrows. I follow a lot of South Park, so I'm not sure like if it's going to be that much accurate. Usually stars will not have any sort of like nose. So let's just keep going. That's one concept. The other one that I think might be ideal here is basically enough proportionately right, basically. Something like that. And there we go. Just going to make a little bit of like reference here. Not sure, it's not too dark for you guys to see, I'm pretty sure about that, but definitely a little bit of idea. Okay, I have to like check my reference image for Jesus Christ. Basically, I can be, usually use the eyes like as like, I don't know, a cartoony eye would be like different. You can add a little bit like realism within the cartoony attributes. Can add like a bit of let's use like a mustache, which is like sort of flows with the overall shape, and the lip is like sort of pink and very obvious within this character. It's much more realistic than the cartoony version. I'm not liking it, that's why. But already I have to like make few references. I think like if my client wants to like go with like a little bit of realistic approach, he will have that option. Alright, so I can give the entire the beard area could be like the entire bottom part of the Bethlehem star. And I can sort of darken these ones up now, so basically just using so caricature version of Jesus has to be there as well. Like I'm not comfortable like drawing divine characters that much. I don't know. Don't ask me why, but like never had too much practice with them, I assume. But here goes nothing. And we can add a little bit of that and that. That's the outer part of the outer part of the star. Now this will be 3D modeled at one point, so I have to make sure that like the modelers that I will assign to bring this concept to life sort of understands how things are working all together. Basically and make the entire portion of the face much more like smaller, scaling that down. It's a star which will like sort of float of JC. That's one concept. It's not too much clear though, is it? Not sure you can change the stream option. it's optimized for low latency. Okay, that's why it's sort of like that. But anywho, I'm just gonna make the next one. I'm just gonna make it like extremely cartoony. The next one. Let's start with. I'm just gonna start with the face now. So the eyebrows. You get to see like the bottom of the tripod. I used rubber bands with my iPad mini. So basically a DIY mount using rubber bands. So basically I'm just like making the tripod stand right on top of my table. At least I wanted to like go live desperately. I tried with YouTube several times, never worked. One of the app that I'm using, this one's called Live Now, I assume. It's inside iOS store. So this one's like coming out possibly. A bit of like smiley face, of course. We gotta like make sure that our target audience is like addressing or understanding the character better. So our target audience is usually like 3 to 5 years old. In United States of America, I'm like someone who's drawing from Bangladesh. So well, hey, art does not have any like freaking language and neither geography. So I don't know. My poet sucks, so don't laugh at me while listening to this. No one is watching though, I'm pretty sure about that. Like, oh, there's one person's watching. Let's start sharing them, see how that one goes. I don't know. And do that on the Twitter as well. What else? Let's do that on Google Plus. Live now. Alright. So basically, not sure I'm gonna get an audience yet, but hey, there goes nothing. Now, this character here basically smiles, so it will have like a little bit of like teeth, and definitely the mustache part will be like sort of, it's a friendly mustache, not like a different one. Like pretty sure like JC would have a very friendly mustache. Good for the kids. Basically, they would understand that this guy wouldn't want to hurt them in any possible way. And I think his beards are like these, so something like that, but much more prominent, I'd say, or like stands out from the crowd. So I'm just gonna use the bottom part of his chin as the star's lower part of the Bethlehem star, and let's see how we can draw the top part is like this, and usually and the other part of like the ears basically coming out from there. Remember guys, this is just going to be cartoony, unlike the other ones. Like, if you haven't seen me, this is my third drawing. I haven't had anyone watching while I made the first two. Let's see. There you go. It's the Bethlehem stars right there. So it's not going to be too pointy. It's going to be a friendly star character basically. So I'm just going to like put these parts a little bit pointy, the parts which are like coming out from the side. So the star looks like that. Sort of looks like a horn. I'm just going to like make sure to color this one up a little bit more. I like this one. I like this one a little bit better than the other two. I'll sort of like scratch the paper. And that's what happens when you're an artist. You hard the paper every once in a while. It's just like make sure this one has a very glittery eyes. The light source coming from the right. Just like color this one up a little bit. There you go. Same for this one. I think there's only one other person who's watching this one. Thank you for watching, whoever is that person is. And just going to keep drawing. The beard parts is just going to be a little darker comparing to the face, of course. Has to be distinguishable that like this one is indeed JC for the babies, or like, oh, how many toddlers would watch this, but there goes like that one. Okay, so I like this one better. Just going to make another one that's gonna be also cartoony, so I made this, and I also made this one, which one was like a little bit I don't know, realistic looking. I definitely can like change it up a little bit and improvise that. This one is like a little bit like realistic looking. So let's create another one. This time I'm not gonna use Bethlehem star. I'm just gonna keep my cartoony approach, but on a regular star, so it's gonna have 5 pointy ends, so on. So there's the 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 pointy ends. This 5 pointy ends basically defining the outer border of the face. Now the trick part is like I'm just going to make humongous eyes for this one. So basically JC will have like big eyes, big dreamy eyes possibly. that very distinguishable brows. I'll keep them as I kept them in the last image. There will be like iris for this one, which will be different than the previous eye that I made, and a very big smile, basically almost like jaw to jaw. Well, I just broke the freaking pencil a little bit. That happens every once in a while when you draw, especially with mechanical pencils. So I usually use eraser. Let me grab one. There the eraser is. So this one will basically have bigger smile and teeth possibly coming out like that, so kids would be able to say that, like, okay, that guy is friendly. The character, I must say, is friendly. And there you go. Very distinguishable. Eyebrows. Maybe the Irish will have a pupil as well, so let's just like make sure that like has a little bit of like donut shape. Definitely will have like a glassy reflection on the eyes when we're going to like create that in 3D. Within a couple days, it definitely would like stand out. Okay, there you go. I have to make sure that like the mustache and like the beard's right there. Let's just like rotate the canvas a little bit. I'll bring it back again in normal. Alright, so I already got a little bit of like smudge effects all around my artwork. That happens when I'm especially using 0.5 2B. Let's make it not too thick, but understandably well. Mustache. The beards just have to have this shape around it, and it will expand up until there. So to erase the part which is like sort of covering up there, now let's just use it to darken it up. That's a star that I think is not Bethlehem-y, but is indeed understandably okay. Now the eyes can have a little bit of lashes, eyelash. And Jesus had eyelashes, so that really doesn't take it away from the idea. She has like this goatee type of appearance in this one. And there you go. That's another version of JC star character. You can possibly make it a little bit better, defining the lips and whatnot. So I have this version, I have this version, as a third version. I have another version, just a little bit like the first version. Now I can work on this one a little bit, since this one has a little bit of artifacts that can be adjusted. Has much more like realistic feel. So 1, 2, and 3 versions already like drawn. I'm not sure I'm gonna draw anymore, but whoever watched me, thank you. That would be all. So I'm just going to stop screen. So I stop it, tell or